Are you looking for new topics for your YouTube channel to help grow your business online and really form that community and conversation? Let me break down 12 different topics that you can use to then spin off of and create even more content on your YouTube channel. And no matter what industry you're in, these are going to be great to help you grow. You may just need to be a little creative about how you're looking for answers to fill in the blanks for these different topics. Now, the first thing is a fan favorite. It's 3 things people get wrong about a topic. And this is going to be a topic that you teach on or you speak on, or more specifically, you help someone to deal with inside of their life or their business. And so you are going to be giving 3 misconceptions, those 3 fallacies, 3 things that people get wrong about that particular part of your industry, and you're going to then be able to correct them to be in the right mindset and potentially give them resources to help them work with you in the future. The second, while similar, is definitely independent of the first and revolves around myth busting. You're looking for things that a lot of people generally believe because they've heard the wrong things. Not things necessarily that they get wrong or they're doing wrong, but things that the general masses just kind of assume is one way, or Hollywood tells us it's one way, and you're going to be able to myth bust those things. Now, this can be a longer video with more myth busting, or you can pick one topic and bust that particular myth. Make sure that you are doing this in a positive, upbeat manner, because if you are being derogatory to somebody, that's not going to go well for you. So you want to make sure you're myth busting, but doing it in a positive, constructive way that allows them to shift their mindset and then do whatever it is, take whatever action it is to help them move forward now that they know the correct way of thinking for it. We know that day in the life content on YouTube is highly effective. People love to see the behind the scenes of our business and what we as entrepreneurs do on a daily basis. So take your viewers on a journey through your day, but you want to make sure that you are being strategic about the day that you pick. You get to decide what you're doing on that day, so don't just show us you working on the computer because that's going to be boring. You're actually going to take some of your bigger events that you would do maybe throughout the course of the week or the course of the month, and you're going to schedule a lot of those on the same day. Now, you don't want to overwhelm them because you are not the Energizer Bunny and you're running all the time, but pick a couple of big important things that you do rather frequently inside of your business. We don't necessarily want big outliers inside of what you do because this is kind of like a slice of life. It's a day in the life of you as an entrepreneur. So you're going to show the big overarching things, even if you don't do them every single day. If you do them once a month or once a week or whatever, you can implement that into your video as well. So schedule some interesting things that will get people's attention. You can easily explain what you do and how it impacts them inside of your video. Film it, use a lot of B-roll, do your voiceovers, talk direct to camera, and create a day in the life so that people can see the behind the scenes of your business and how you're serving them. We know with our content, we really want to show what we're doing inside of our business and how it's going to serve our potential future clients. While you will be speaking to people who have already paid you to do things, you're also inherently talking to people who very well might join you as a client in the future. So your job here is to educate them on how you are able to serve them. So we want to do a video about the number one thing that a fill in your job title can help you with. So if you're a photographer, the number one thing your photographer can help you with. Or if you're a person who educates on social media, the number one thing your social media strategist can help you with. Or if you are in some other type of industry, the number one thing your veterinarian can help you with. You're going to be showing them the best thing that you can do from them. And this doesn't necessarily have to be just one thing. You can use this as a spin-off series to talk about the things that you can be helped with. But you're really showing them things that maybe they didn't know exactly what you do or how you do it or how you benefit them. Or maybe there's a very specific way that you can explain it even deeper. Remember, we're getting very personal on this one. We want to pull on those heartstrings. So the number one way that your veterinarian can help you with your dog as it ages and you are seeing your dog slow down and you want to make sure that your dog is still healthy. Remember, we're getting very niche specific with this. So the more you can pull on those heartstrings and really relate to people, the better this one is going to be. So you're going to break that down for them and tell them about the ways that you can help them, and use that inside of your title. Use that in your opening lines. You really want to use those keywords because the more narrowed down and niche you can make it, the more it's going to really impact people. Now, inside of your business, you get a lot of frequently asked questions. These are things that you are getting on your YouTube channel over and over and over again, on your Instagram, on your TikTok. These are things that people are asking. And if they're not asking you directly, a pro tip is to go to someone else's account who does the thing that you do and see what people are asking inside of their comments. And then answer those questions not to them directly, but inside of your video. So you want to be looking for those frequently asked questions, topics that come up over and over again, things that should be basic that you shouldn't have to repeat every 5 seconds to every new person, and you're going to create a video about this. Now, I recommend you do just one thing. An FAQ should be about answering that one question, because if you have 17 questions, people are not going to stick around to watch all of those. Yes, it makes your video longer, but you only have one title, which means you can only specifically use one question in that title, so when people are searching, they're going to see that and maybe not register some of the other really great advice you give on another topic because you didn't SEO use it inside of what you're doing. So FAQs can be frequent things you do on your channels. You can do them in all sorts of different forms, whether you're doing them in YouTube Shorts or longer videos where you're explaining things, but you're going to pull those frequently asked questions, keep a running list on your phone or your computer, and then every time you need a topic, answer one of those questions and use it. You can even phrase it the way that you're seeing people phrase it, because that's how people are searching for it. And you can use that as your title to help you get views on that particular video. Keeping in mind that we really want to use our content to educate people on how to work with us in the future, I highly recommend you do a video on 5 ways to prepare to work with whatever your job title is. So you want to make sure that you are giving them steps to take. So if you are a photographer, you're going to say 5 ways to get ready for your photo shoot, or 5 ways to get ready to work with your photographer. And you're going to talk about getting your wardrobe ready. You're going to talk about locations. You're going to talk about what they need to know for hair and makeup. And you need to talk about what they need to know for paying attention to their wall space, so they know what wall collections they might want before they even get there to take the photos, so that in their mind they can already see and visualize what they're going to in the future be buying from you because they're doing the photo shoot right now. So you're really using this to onboard people into working with you. So give them 5 steps to take, 5 steps that people probably wouldn't think of. If they are coming to a photo shoot, they're probably going to think about the clothing, right? But they're not going to think about their space in their house that they might want to fill with these images later on, and very specifically have in mind that they want a family picture and an individual picture of each kid and the mom and dad couple, or whatever it happens to be. They're not going to have that in their mind, so if you educate them beforehand, they're going to come in prepared to buy things from you and then be able to take those steps and actions when they come to see you. This is going to work for all the different industries as well. So preparing to go to your veterinary clinic, or preparing to buy candles for your wedding, or whatever it happens to be, or giving them those steps so they can think about things in advance and be fully prepared and aware of how they're spending their money and what is the best way to use it to make them feel confident and happy. And because we as an audience love to be prepared, I want you to create a video on 4 resources to help with a topic that you teach on, or you speak on, or you help with your products and services. You're going to be giving us resources, and these are easy to use, easy to consume resources, and also your resources. So the things that you're giving them do not necessarily and should not necessarily be just about you and your business. You want to keep most of this more broad and then include 1 or 2 of your things. So if you're a yoga instructor and you're giving people resources for how they can be doing things at home, or how they can prepare to go to their yoga classes, or the equipment that they're going to need, or a checklist or a guide or something, you're going to be giving them these different resources, apps they can use to track things that they can get prepared for, and then also pop in 1 or 2 of yours. If it's just the you show, they're probably not going to stick around for it, even if it's freebies being offered to them. So you want to make sure this is more global and more universally accepted, and then you are, of course, a leader and an industry person inside of this space, and you want to make sure that you are representative of yourself in this. And so once you give them outside sources as well, they will accept those inside sources from you too. So give them resources to help with whatever it is you help with, and include your products and services in there somewhere. Now, one of the big things that people love to search online is when they should be hiring somebody or when they should buy something. So you really want to educate them on when you should be spending money on this and when you should not. So let's just say you are a handyman. I want you to create a video on when you should hire a handyman, and you're going to very clearly break down, this is something you can handle yourself, and this is something you need a professional for. You can do this, but you can't do this. So you're really going to kind of show that back and forth comparison to allow them to make their own decision on whether to buy your product or service or to hire you to work with them. When should you hire a business coach? Break that down for them. When should you hire a wedding planner? At what stage should you hire a wedding planner? So you can really break it down in the pros and the cons, when you can do it yourself, when that professional needs to do it, or at what stage you should be hiring these people. You may not hire a wedding planner at the very beginning. It may be closer to your wedding, right? So you want to be very clear on when, where, and why you should be paying a professional to do this. And you're going to show both sides and allow them to make up their own mind so that they feel very confident when they are going to be looking to hire somebody, and because you've educated them in a way that doesn't scream, hire me, they will be thinking of you as that professional, as that standard, as the one that they want to work with because they feel secure that you're not going to bully them into working with you. YouTube viewers also love routines. They love to see how different people construct their day and then use those strategies in their own life to make it a little bit better, a little bit easier. So I want you to create your own routine video, and this can be one, this can be a series, it's up to you, but you're going to be very specific about some of the different things. So I want you to say a time of day. It's not just a daily thing, it's not like a whole day thing, that's too much for people. Get very specific. Morning routines for, and then we can do this one of two ways. So let's say morning routines for elementary school teachers. That's going to be really specific. Elementary school teachers will be looking for those routines, and if you're an elementary school teacher, please do that. That's going to be a very productive video for you. Or if you're very niche down and you don't necessarily want to be drawing in people who are like you, because remember, people who are similar to you probably won't be hiring you for your services or booking your products, so you may want to go more broad. So you could say morning routines for stay-at-home entrepreneurs, and that covers a whole range of different things. And at that point, you're going to be able to implement some of your strategies, what you do, so that other people can do it too. You're literally just showing them your everyday life so that they know how you're orchestrating your day and can try that out as well for themselves. Now, if you're loving this, make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell, because every single day I'm dropping brand new tutorials on how to level up on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, live streaming, and more to make sure you're on top of your game. And that actually brings me to my next topic, resources that I use as and you're going to fill in the blank with your job title. So you're actually going to show resources you use in your business, and this can be anything from apps and programs to different pieces of technology to things elsewhere. It could be a business book, it could be a PDF that you got. You could even shout out some of your mentors or different people that you follow that you would learn and are educated by. You are showing resources that have helped to benefit your business, which also gives them a look into your business and how you're growing yourself and your business to serve them. And you're going to be also giving them access to some of these things in case it works for them as well. So you can talk about your different routines or your workout strategies so that you are focused for the day. You can talk about your technology. You can talk about whatever works for you. Pick a number of resources, slap it inside of that title, and then break down what you do inside of your business to level up for that. The most important thing to think about when you're creating your YouTube videos is what people are going to be searching for. They're going to love the routines, they're going to love the behind the scenes, but what do people Google? What do they search inside of YouTube? You gotta be thinking about those things and do your research, and we've got lots of videos on how to do that on the page here you can check out. And so one of the things that I want you to do is create a video on how to know if you're ready to, and something related to your business. How to know if you're ready to take this class. How to know if you're ready to lift those weights. How to know if you're ready to change your business from sole proprietor to LLC. How to know if you're ready to do something that you help with. And you're really going to break down those steps. Remember, a couple of ideas ago, we were talking about breaking down the steps, giving them the you're ready to do this or you need to hire a professional. In this case, it's you're ready to do this or you're not ready to do this. So if you're at this stage or this stage or this stage, you're not quite ready yet, here are the steps to take to get there. If, however, you've achieved these things and you've done these things, you've prepared this part of what you're doing, then you're ready to take the next steps. And here are the next steps. Here are those action steps for those quick wins. So you're really going to be breaking down, are you ready to do whatever the thing is? And then you're going to be able to you can even draw a line down your screen and be like, here's this and here's that. Here you go. What do you match? Where are you fitting in this? And this is a great one to give a call to action. If you still don't understand based on the list on the screen or the things that we've talked about, if you're still not sure, get in my comments and let me help you decide if you're ready to move forward with this or if you need to do a little more work before you get there. It's a great way to get that engagement on your YouTube channel. So offer a lot of those reminder calls to action. If you're unsure, if you're unclear about this, get in my comments. I will be there to support you, which builds up that trust factor with you and makes you the first person they think of when they are ready to take that next step and buy into whatever it is that you were offering them as part of that video. And because we constantly want to be showing people that we're learning, we're evolving, we're growing as entrepreneurs to better serve them, we want to show your journey in a very productive way that can also benefit them in their lives. So you are going to be creating a what I wish I knew earlier in my business video. This is going to break down things that you've learned along your journey, things that you've had to go through the hard way, that you struggled with, that you had to overcome in order to be a better entrepreneur. You're going to break down what you wish you knew. Now, this is really cool for the babies in the industry. They can show up and learn from you and benefit from what you had to go through, but this also helps to onboard those clients because they can then see your progression, they can see your journey, they can see that you started out strong and you had to learn some things, and now you know the things so you can serve them even better. So what I wish I knew earlier inside of my business is going to be really, really good for attracting the right kind of people because it shows that you're able to learn, able to grow, and able to accommodate what is going to best serve their needs. This is going to be a really, really good one, and you can use it over and over and over again because I'm sure there are different things that you can come up with for this. So it doesn't have to be just one single video. It could be something you do every month or every couple of months in order to create that content. If you got questions on any of these or you have your own topic ideas, go ahead and drop those down below. Hit the subscribe and notification bell. Every single day we're dropping brand new videos on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and live streaming to make sure that you are up on your game to make your content creation super easy. Speaking of which, if you need more help with this, go to livestreamactionplan.com. I have tons of topics for live streaming that you can also use for your pre-recorded YouTube videos to make your life even easier, take all that time and effort and stress out of your content creation so that you can make your content and get back to running your business, which is what you are meant to do. I'll see you in the next video.